This conference will
Hi,
now be recorded.
thank you. I'll start with my introduction. If my system helps me. Yeah. So, of course, the today's agenda is SF Employee Central Topics and the overview how I'm going to help you with certifications. Of course, we will talk about the interviews as well as the topics that we are going to cover and how it will be related to other modules so that once you get into it, you get to know how to relate or integrate other modules as well. Yeah. So before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Rahul. I'm working for one of the big fours as senior consultant. I have around 8 years of experience, 7 point something, and most of them I have invested in SAP Success Factor. I haven't worked on SAP SCM that much, but recently because of payroll I had to. So that's where I got to know about SAP SCM. So Anurag, maybe you can teach me that later on. Uh, I have total,
Problem, Sanjay,
I
anytime.
have, thank you. And as far as implementation are concerned, Employee Central is my forte, wherein I have implemented more than, I don't know how many are there, but currently in this organization, I have implemented 6+ Employee Centrals, one RCM, two LMS, two Service Center, which is a ticketing tool, and EC Payroll as well. Apart from that, of course, it's been long, around 7.5 years in this. So I have been attached to different modules. So I have almost worked on each and every module of SAP Success Factor. As far as
That's
trainings
great.
are concerned, it's been, yeah, thank you. So as far as trainings are concerned, it's been more than 2 years. I've been training people, especially from India and of course abroad. So that includes your UK and US. The reason only being we when we started Success Factor, US and UK was at the peak when we were working on this Employee Central module. So most of the people come from UK or US, the people I train, but yes, other part as well. And why I'm mentioning because when we talk about payroll, we do depend on the demographics that we include. So yeah, that's why it's very important. Yeah. And the certifications, I'm certified in Employee Central, Onboarding 2.0, Service Cloud, Workforce Analytics, and Learning Management. So that's a bit about myself. Now, few of the corporates that I have trained as a corporate trainer, the Motherson, E-Team, British Council, and Kusum group of companies.
Oh, Motherson, you
Now,
have kept training for success factor only.
yeah, they have already implemented in Australia. Have you
Yeah,
worked
yeah,
there?
I know Motherson.
Who do you know
Not
from?
work. I mean, I got a chance to, give the training of SAP SCM from
Ah,
Motherson.
okay,
It's
okay. They
in
were on
Noida
SAP
also.
SCM. Yeah, they were on SAP SCM, but then later they started following this cloud platform, and now I think they are live with Australia. So when I was training, they were live with
Yeah,
Australia, and they were planning to move it to India as well. So yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So few of the
Great,
corporates
great.
that I have trained.
Good.
Yeah, this is the one. These are one of them. Now, before I move into the employee central, we should know how many modules are there. So I'm sure you must have heard Anurag that his company is already live on Employee Central, Payroll, or I think PMGM also. First of all,
Yeah, yeah.
it's just a HR tool. So you don't have to worry about that. That's a rocket science. You can't learn it, or nobody can work on it. It's quite simple. Not a rocket science. That's what I say. If you invest a month or two dedicatedly on this, any particular module, you'll get to learn the basics. And basic is more than enough to start with. So when I talk about success factor, that's a cloud platform for HR tool or HR processes, I can say. So it doesn't matter what profile you have, and that's why I was asking what you're doing right now. So it doesn't matter if you come from a recruitment background, learning, onboarding, or anything. As long as you are associated with HR, you are actually attached to success factor. How? A recruiter raises a requisition, manager approves it, that goes to the market for advertisement, people apply for that, then you take interviews, and people select somebody. The entire process you have to do manually right now somewhere, or you are keeping a track of it on the email. Now you don't have to do it. You can use SuccessFactor for that. SuccessFactor will do it. You want to send an invitation for interview to your manager as well as the candidate. You just click on something, one tab, and it will go to both your manager as well as the interview. I mean, the candidate. So anyhow, you know that process. You want to change your personal information, you do that through SuccessFactor, Employee Central. You want to change your job information, that also you can do. So there's nothing that you don't know. It's just a different tool that you just have to understand the path and the process that we follow here in order to configure it. Yeah. So when I talk about that cloud platform, what all modules SuccessFactor offers, it offers everything that comes under HR process. You talk about reporting analytics, we have workforce planning, workforce analytics, normal reporting. If you talk about talent management, we have recruitment, onboarding, learning, performance, everything that comes under your talent suite. Then when you talk about core HR, you have your HR employee central, payroll, and service center, which is again a ticketing tool. So you can see anything that you can think of for HR process is there as a separate module. Now you can ask me why. I mean, if we have these all, so we can create one module and keep everything there like Workday does. Why SAP has different for that? Because that is different, you will have different option to create customized informations. When we club everything at one place, we get restricted to create something which is provided by system. But that's not the case with SuccessFactor. You can create your own data. You want to create a new field, you can go and customize it. So that is the best practice that SAP comes up with. You can create anything anytime based on your requirement. So of course that helps your organization, and not only them, but it also helps your employee to keep their data. Okay. Now, why SuccessFactor? People do ask me often that we already are using SAP HCM. Why we are getting, we are removing it from market? Why SAP is so reluctant to remove SAP HCM, which is on premises, and moving to cloud? There are hundred of reasons. Few major one are, of course, that's a cost effective. That is easy to use. You can work from anywhere. Best right now, what I can say is, as you see the pandemic, you don't have any option actually. If I say that is a choice or something, no, you don't have a choice now. That's a compulsion for everyone to move to cloud. Why? You can't expect your employees now to come to office and work on it. So of course you have to have one platform wherein you can work from anywhere, be it your home, be it if you're traveling somewhere. Even if you don't have your laptop, you can work from mobile, because SAP SuccessFactor provides that feature so that you can work from your mobile itself. So it doesn't stop your business to be running at any time. Any questions so far?
Yeah, see, I would like to ask about that. Time management is also part of EC, right? Time
Yes,
off.
it is. So it is not actually a part of it, but we will cover it because time management comes above success employee central. Employee central is a separate module. I would say employee central time off is an extended part of employee central. So when you go for certification, which I'll explain you
Okay.
later, you don't see time off because that's not a part of it. But that is an
No,
extended
no,
part of it
I
if you
know,
want to learn.
I know.
Okay. Hmm.
No, I know that is what I asked you because my
Hmm.
more interest into I'm more no that time off also.
Yeah, yeah,
But
that is a part of
not
it.
an issue.
Yeah.
Please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, okay, sure,
So
sure.
if this the part time off is also part of this class. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
this
of
it
course,
will
of course.
include for this or content time
Yes,
off.
of course. I'll walk you through that also. Of course, Employee Central is a
Okay,
part.
okay,
I
okay.
mean, time off is a
Great,
part of. Yeah.
great. Okay.
Any other concern from
Uh,
anyone or question?
Hi Sanjay, this is John here.
Mhm. It's
So
Rahul,
actually,
Sanjay. By mistake, it shows Sanjay somehow because I'm using my friend's laptop. Yes, tell me.
oh, okay. You are
That's okay.
Rahul. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Actually, I'm also from SAP background. Because of some technical
Perfect.
issues, a few minutes back, I was not able to give you this
Is
introduction.
it John?
Yeah, I'm John.
Perfect. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes,
Hi.
tell me.
Hello. Yeah. So, related to this slide, coming to the timeout.
Yeah.
So, easy time off, that means, as earlier person asked you that the same. I mean, we have any similar to SAP PCRs and schemas into this, or is there a completely different setup that into a employee central and which is not connected to SAP, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I think
employee.
no. I think no, John.
So you, yeah, sorry.
Employee central time off is totally different to PCRs. PCRs are writing in EC only, ECC only. Okay, to give any logic for time like ECL, ELSL. Okay, this is something I think else where we are not going to write any kind of PCR there in employee central time off. Am I right, Rahul? Correct me if I'm saying anything wrong. Yeah.
You are no. You are right. And first of all, I understand because everybody who comes from SAP HCM, they have this, you know, image that okay, SAP that being a SAP product it will be similar to that. No, anything that you do on cloud that is success factor is entirely a different part than SAP HCM. SAP HCM you have to forget. All you can relate are the processes. Yeah, that is also HR tool. That was also HR tool,
Correct.
I would say. And that is also HR tool. That's it. Otherwise, everything, the configuration path, the process that you set up here, everything will be different. Yeah. And it's not only for time off or employee central, for anything that you work for that matter. Even you go in future, you will
So,
definitely use employee central payroll. It also has those
so
codes and
one
yeah.
Rahul, one
Go on.
small question, please.
Yes, please.
See, in time off in SAP
Mm-hmm.
ECC, suppose there is one logic I'm giving you. Okay, suppose I have to generate one EL after completion of 20 days. Okay, in a month.
Okay.
So that logic can be applied in time off.
Yes. Yes. You want to create any particular setup in employee central time off, that will be there. How complicated and what all
Great,
you need to
great,
do, that depends. Like have you worked on, I'm
great.
sure you must have heard about accrual and period and processing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is there. Of course
Right.
that the path will be a little
Okay.
different than how you create it in SAP HCM, but everything is there.
In SAP HCM, so we write PCRs. Okay, for every quota. Okay, we write a PCR.
Good.
Every quota behind PCR is there.
Could be.
So I mean, they must be different, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. So that's why I mentioned
Mm.
earlier that I haven't worked on SAP HCM that much. The only time I worked on it was
Mm.
the payroll when I was setting up the payroll. So I am totally
Mm-hmm.
dependent on you guys, and I trust you guys that whatever jargons you're using are correct for SAP HCM. But from SAP success factor point
Anytime,
of view,
Rahul.
yeah. So I'm being very honest here because whatever you are saying, I hold it correct. From SAP success factor point of view, everything is available. So when we do our time off, so
Okay.
that was our next slide. I mean this slide. So I was coming to
Mm.
that wherein we have time off. Yeah, we do each and
No,
everything
I'm
that
not
comes under.
comparing with ECC to cloud. I
Mm-hmm.
will. I'm just curious about that logic. Can that okay, all that logic will be applicable here or not? This is
Yes,
what
yes,
we just need to confirm.
yes.
Nothing else.
Everything will be there. Everything will be
Thank you,
there.
Rahul.
No problem.
Yeah,
So
please go
that's what
ahead.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are the topics. Of course, we covered most of these things when we discussed that what it provides and everything. Yeah. So let's jump on to the topics that we will be covering. So integration, why I mentioned it here. The best part with success factor is now initially it wasn't available for integration with everything, but now you name any tool, almost 99% of the tools in this entire world are can be integrated with SuccessFactors. Yeah. So be it for payroll, CRM,
Yeah.
LDP, or time, anything that you say, you can integrate it with the Employee Central. Now, since we were talking about topics, what all topics we will be covering, this is the overall of all. Of course, not everything, because these are the major topics that I pulled out from the SAP SuccessFactors module, Employee Central module. But these are topics. There are a lot of subtopics under it, which I will show you at the end of this PPT, that we will be covering in detail. Now, in detail, when I say, what does that mean? That means first we will start from the scratch, that how project managers or how the project starts. And why is that? You can ask me, I want to just learn the technicalities of it. But that's not always the case. What I suggest everyone I train, you have to be very practical, and you need to see your skills as well. You need to see your experience as well. Somebody like Anurag, I think you mentioned that you have 10 years of experience, correct? So
Yeah.
what you
Yeah.
can do, I mean, for anyone for that matter, what you can do, you can learn the technicalities, but you should also have some idea about the project, how it is run, so that when you go for interviews or you work for a project, you know the technicalities from the project management as well. Although you're not working as a project manager, but at least you have idea about it. You were asking something?
Yes. This 12. This is the topic, right, which we will cover.
These are the major topics, not the subtopics. Because when I talk about it, like if I take one example for that matter, like role-based permission, it's not one topic.
Okay.
There are several
Yeah.
subtopics.
Yeah.
Like
That
it
I
will.
that I that I understand.
Okay.
See, can you please tell
Mhm.
me where, suppose in like in PA, in person administration, like how we are conferring like actions, like hiring, the transfer,
Mhm.
in which major topic it covers?
ESS and MSS, employee
E-
self-service and manager
ESS
self-service.
and MSS.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. When you talk about page, home page and theme manager, that is how you set up your system, how it should look like. You customize it. Role-based permissions mostly includes your security part, what all roles you want to create. So I'm sure HCP, SCM also has security things. They must be creating those groups and roles, right?
Yeah.
So this is, as I said, these are not the entire topics, but I'll show you all subtopics that comes under it at the later part of it. Yeah. So I was talking about the manner that we will complete the entire training in. Of course, we will start from the project, and then for each topic, there will be some assignments that will be given to you. So when I say assignments, how will you work on that? So for that, we will be providing you one demo server, so that it's not a one-way communication. You will have your access and you'll be able to work on it as a consultant. So whatever I show, you can go and practice that live on a system, so that you have practical experience about it. How will you do that? Of course, we will be recording each sessions, and all these recordings will be available to you for your reference. With each topic, I'll be providing you SAP provided documents, which you can again keep for your reference. So if you want to go in detail and check everything theoretically, you can go and double check it. Let's say you want to do something extra and you find something in the document, you can of course go and practice it. So with each topic, you'll be provided with a document related to that. You will be provided with the a recorded session, and of course a project based assignment, which will give you hands-on experience or practical experience of the system. So I was showing you the system. This is a system that will be provided to you. Similar to that, of course, you will have master access. So from here, you can go and make any changes in the system. So when we start, I will show each and everything in detail. What does these blocks mean? How you can manage it? How you can change it? how you want to create something new that can be created. This is the admin center view only provided to master, admins, which you will have. You can anytime go and make any changes to any settings in the system. Not only that, you can go check for any employee and make any changes into their data. I'm just giving you some overview that you will have similar access like this.
Rahul, how about the certification? Once I complete this, I'll be able to clear the
I'm
certification
coming
on
to that.
this.
Yeah, I'm coming to that. Don't worry. That is the last part. I'll explain you. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
just wait for 5 minutes, maybe 5-10 minutes. Okay, so this is how your employees data looks like. That is also called employee profile. You can go and check their personal information. If you scroll down, you'll be able to see their other details like health, employment. All these informations will be available to you. Then payroll, everything will be there. Time, yeah, and it's not limited to that. If you want, you can create your customized uh, headers as well or portlets as well. So like IVL, that is not provided by SAP. That is something somebody created. That's a customized one. Again, Callpal, that is also customized one. Few of them are already provided by SAP, like personal information, employment information, which comes generally with HR tool. Those are there, but you can create your own. What are these? These are called headers. Then we will have our sections. We will have our portlets, and under portlet we will have our different fields. So of course I will explain you in
Okay.
detail how it is created. Yeah.
So Rahul, can we also create that our custom portlet?
Hmm. You can. That's what I'm telling you. So these are not your IVL Callpal. These are not your SAP provided or pre-configured one. That is what you
Okay.
created. So if I click on it, sorry, see you have a portlet called
So this
IVL,
is
and you'll
also
be
for
able to
functional side, right?
from
Right.
functional side. Yeah,
Uh,
that's what I'm telling you. That's the best part with SAP. You can go and amend anything anytime based on your requirement.
that's the best part of SF.
SF, yes. I'm so sorry. I correct myself.
In SAP is it's not an
Yeah,
easy task to create
I,
one custom info type.
I know. Yeah, yeah. So that is something that goes best with any employer because every company will have different requirements, and of course, based on current situation, you need to have different data in different places. So that's why this comes handy and very useful. Yeah. So this is what we will be providing you so that you can practice that, and it's not like one-way traffic wherein I'm just telling you something and you're just looking at it, right? Yeah. But yeah, you will have that practical experience as well. Now we will cover, of course, with this, but what all areas we will be covering? We will cover three areas basically. First, technical. So of course, I will explain you each and everything about the technicalities of success factor, because it's not only one access that is required. There is another one that is called provisioning, only provided to certified consultants. Since I'm certified, I have a provisioning access. So a demo one, but I will show you how that works so that when you go and start working somewhere, you also know the background or the technicalities of success factor. Yeah. We will also talk about techno functional. What is that? What Anurag is going to do? He didn't implement it, but he's going to support it. Even supporting will require some technical knowledge, but not everything. You have to follow everything based on the process your company follows right now. So you are included in the technical part, but at the same time you're working on the managerial part, or you can say management part. So that comes under techno functional. How that will be different in our training? Every time we complete one topic, we will of course talk about about technical, but at the same time, I will give you one or two example that what kind of issues are raised once system is implemented, what kind of issues you face on daily basis. So when you start supporting the system, you will have some background knowledge about it and you're not stuck anywhere. Last but not least, admin. So the data entry, data support, how that is done, and why I do all of them, because it's not necessary that you want to be in one particular area. Like maybe some people, they don't feel very comfortable in technical part because implementation is a task, a hectic job. You have to travel a lot, you have to spend a lot of sleepless nights, so everything will be there, correct? You don't like that, maybe you say I want to be in technical part but as a functional support. So we'll talk about the techno functional one. Some people say I just want to be in managerial part, management part, like HRBP and HR admins too. So for that we have our admin section. So we cover all three of them so that you will have different options to move to. Now, this is what I told you, that no matter what you do, Employee Central is the core of success factor. To talk about any particular module, those are directly or indirectly dependent on Employee Central. Why? Because Employee Central is the major, or the master data or master source of your data. Everything will be available on Employee Central itself. That's why people say that if you have worked on Employee Central, you almost know 20 to 30% of other modules. Okay. Now, this is the employee file I already showed you. Then the security, of course, the RBP that I was talking about. Let's say, for an example, I work for HR team. I should have access to everyone's detail. But if I work as for a sales team, I definitely should not have access to everyone's data. I can see my data. And if I'm a manager, at most, I can just see my team's data. That's it. How does system know it? That's what you will be configuring the system. So that moment you hire somebody in HR, they will have access to it. The moment you hire somebody in sales, they will not have access to everyone's data. System automatically picks that. Now, before I explain about the certification, any questions, any concern, any confusion from anyone?
No, I'm good.
Are you guys there? Okay. I thought I'm talking to myself. Okay. Any other, anyone? No?
No.
Okay, perfect. So certification, how you can complete it and how I will be helping you. So employees, I mean, success factor certification is provided by SAP itself, so you don't have to worry about it that somebody can provide you. Yeah, any training institute you go to, they, what best they can do, they can give you a certification that you did that training, but that's not a global one. That's just a training certification. The global certification for success factor will be provided by SAP itself. You can go and enroll yourself. You don't have to have anybody's help. You can just enroll and you can go for that. How does that work? You have to pay around 40 to 45,000 for 6 attempts. If you go for one attempt, it costs around 17 or 18,000. The sixth attempt, which cost you around 40 to 45,000, will be valid for a particular year, not particular entire year, but you will have 6 attempts. How does that work? If you are able to complete certification in one go, you will be able to complete 6 different modules in 1 year. If somebody fails to do a certification, they will have maximum 3 times for one particular module in one certification access. Me?
Okay, Rahul, one question.
Sure.
Yeah, Rahul, question. So what is the validity of one certification if I choosing for one time, one to go?
So the certification hub will be valid for 1 year and you will have 6 attempts. But let's say you completed one certification. That certification you have to renew every 6 months.
Okay, every 6 months, right? For
Every
that, I
6
think we require the learning hub.
you need learning hub, correct? And that is quite costly. So it's all I always suggest anyone to do your certification, but get your job as soon as possible.
Correct. No, that my company is having learning.
Oh,
So
perfect. Then you have
most probably
everything.
I'm just behind it. So I'm
Then
just
you should get
running
your
behind it.
certificate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can do your certification and you can go for the Delta. Yeah. So for any particular certification, you will have 80 questions and you will be allotted with 3 hours. There is a score. I heard that for Success Employee Central, it's now down to 64. But yeah, earlier I think it was 67 when I did long back. So for each module, there is a particular percentage that you have to score in order to get certified. Okay, this is how it works. Now, how will I help you? Of course, based on the assignments that I give you, that will include a lot of questions that comes in certification. Every time we complete a particular topic, I will tell you right away that this is something that comes in your certification because most of the questions are repetitive. Third, but of course not the least, list, I have a list of questions around 80 to 90, which is up to date because most of my students they go for certification, they keep on updating me. My colleagues they go for it, they keep on updating me. I update that file. So I have a list of 80 to 90 questions or 100 questions, I would say roughly, which include almost 50 to 40 to 50% of your questionnaire that comes from it comes in your certification. And I'm sure anybody who can score 40 to 50% from that, other 20% or 15% they can easily cover. Yeah. And of course, as I said, with every topic I'll be telling you the list of those questions that comes, and that mostly they are repetitive, that comes in every certification exam, so you can keep a note of that as well. Now, why I'm showing you these subtopics, because as I said, those were the topics that we have, but these are the subtopics that we cover when we do our training. These are the subtopics from which most of the questions come, and we will be covering that in detail with practical examples. Yeah. So this is how I'll be able to help you with certification. Now I open the floor for any questions, any concern you have. Please go ahead. Hello? Hello?
No, I'm good. I'm good too.
Okay, cool. I thought I lost you guys due to internet. Anyone? John?
Yes, Rahul. I'm into some other call, so
Oh, no
I'll
problem.
take it. Yeah,
Nizam,
all,
you have any questions?
all good. No,
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 I
no.
don't, I don't have any question as of now.
Perfect. Then, guys, I think that's all I wanted to show you, and this is how I'll be able to help you with SAP Success Factor. I think you can connect with Subbu for this, and if we're good to go, we will start it from the next availability of
Rahul,
yours as well as
Rahul,
mine.
suppose,
Yep.
yeah, Rahul, suppose I'm certified. So, or
Yep.
suppose I'm not certified. Okay,
Mhm.
so I cannot get my provisioning access, or if I'm certified, but if I don't have any project, in that case also I cannot get any provisioning.
Now you can, of course. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you are on a project, you have worked on a project or not. As long as you are certified, your client approves that because they have to approve it. If they approve that you should be the person who should be handling the provisioning access,
If I'm
SAP
not any
provides it.
client, I don't have any client.
Oh no, then no. So you have to be certified as well as you have to be working for a certified consulting firm like I do. It's not like you can get certified and you're working for an end user and you will get a provisioning access. No, they will not provide you. So not as an end user.
Suppose I'm
you
working
have
with
to.
a consulting firm.
Mhm.
Suppose I'm working with a consulting firm and I'm certified and I have a learning hub also. But
Yeah.
right now I don't have any client. I don't have any project. Okay, I'm not been assigned any project.
Mhm.
Then how I'll get the provisioning access in that case?
It
Or
totally
I'm
depends
not
on your
eligible
client.
because
You are eligible. You are
right,
eligible.
totally depend on the client.
It totally depends on your client. First of all, of course, your client will not allow it. If you're not working for them, they will not allow it. Very neat and clear. But
Correct.
if they agree and you somehow you're able to, convince them and they approve that, SAP doesn't care. They don't know it. You getting
Okay,
me?
Rahul.
You
Okay,
just
right.
need that approval from client, because see, provisioning is not yours or mine. That is from client.
Correct.
If they say and they
Correct. So
see that you're
provisioning
certified, Mhm.
so provisioning access will come from client only, right?
they will approve it. Yes, the access will be provided by
Yeah.
SAP, but they will approve it.
But to get a provisioning access, you must be certified so that you can attach your certification. That
Yes,
only you can
then only you
get the
get the
provisioning
access.
access, right?
Correct.
Okay, Rahul. I'm good to go. Thank you so much.
No problem. Okay, guys, it was lovely meeting you. Take your time, connect with Subbu. Let me know if you want to start, and we will find some suitable time for each one of us. Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah, good
Have a
night.
great evening ahead. Bye.